Have you ever questioned the integrity of the businesses we deal with daily? There are certain industries which might not be as transparent as they present themselves to be. Examples of such industries are finance, health, and beauty, all of which have their unique ways of exploiting consumers. The finance sector often lures people into bad deals, resulting in massive debt. The health industry sells harmful diet pills, promising quick weight loss. And the beauty industry, with its attractive packaging, sells expensive, ineffective products. These industries capitalize our fears and insecurities, often selling us nothing more than empty promises. Stay tuned as we unveil the truth behind these industries. Because knowledge is power, and together, we can bring about a change. Let's dig deeper into how these tricks work, how they fool lots of folks, and why they are so hard to spot. These tricks are used in all sorts of businesses, from loan services using tricky words to health and beauty items making promises they can't keep. The fashion business sells a dream, hiding truth behind their products. These tricks, full of lies and charm, play on our hopes and fears. But the truth is, it's all a trick, a lie made to use us and get money from us. Every scam has a puppeteer, someone or something pulling the invisible strings. These puppeteers can be big businesses, banks, or makers. They cleverly hide using tricky words, complex financial products, or pretty ads. They play on dreams and insecurities to trap the innocent. But for now, remember this: behind every scam, there's a puppeteer pulling the strings, using our hopes, dreams, and insecurities for their gain. From the puppeteers to the puppets, the scamming process is a complex web of deception. They weave a detailed web of tricks, from confusing contracts to flashy ads to trap victims. They change strategies, switching tactics to maintain this trap. For instance, pretty initial rates or tempting health promises can end up trapping victims in debt or health problems. Now that we've seen how the web is spun and kept, let's look at the human cost of these scams. It's not just about money, it's about people. Real people whose lives are deeply hurt by these sneaky practices. Now let's explore the real-life stories that paint a grim picture of the human cost of these scams. Picture a young couple just starting their life together. They're offered a home loan with attractive low initial rates. They sign on, not realizing that they've fallen into a trap of sneaky lending. The rates shoot up, and soon they find themselves sinking in debt, their dream home slipping away from them. Their story is not unique. Thousands of families have been uprooted, their lives thrown into chaos by such dishonest practices. Now let's shift our gaze to the health industry. Imagine a middle-aged woman desperate to lose weight. She's lured in by the promise of a miracle diet pill, a quick fix to her problems. She starts taking the pill, only to experience severe health problems. The pill, it turns out, was nothing more than a mix of harmful substances sold under the cover of a health product. Her health worsens, and she's left with a mountain of medical bills. This is the human cost of scams in the health industry, a cost borne by those who fall prey to their false promises. And then there's the fashion industry. Behind the glitz and glamour, there's a dark underside. A teenager working in a sweatshop, working hard for hours to create a luxury handbag that's sold for hundreds of dollars, while he earns barely enough to survive. His dreams of a better life are buried under the weight of exploitation. These stories are not just anecdotes. They are the harsh reality for many people, caught in the web of lies spun by industries built on scams. They bear the brunt of these scams, their lives forever changed by the false promises and dishonest practices of these industries. These stories are just the top of the iceberg, a peek into the vast sea of deception that many industries indulge in. And let's not forget about our planet, which often bears the brunt of these dishonest practices. Our Earth, the only home we've got, is often the silent victim. Industries like fast fashion and oil often put profits over taking care of the planet, churning out products and services at a scary rate. But what's the real cost? Take fast fashion, for instance. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, feeding off our desire for the latest trends at cheap prices. But behind the glitz and glam hides a grim reality. These clothes are made in huge quantities, using harmful chemicals and processes that pollute our water and soil. Then there's the oil industry. It's a powerhouse that fuels our daily lives, but at what cost? Oil spills, air pollution, and climate change are just some of the consequences. Our use of fossil fuels doesn't just hurt our environment, it threatens our very existence. And it's not just these industries. From electronic waste to single-use plastics, many sectors contribute to the environmental crisis, often hiding the truth behind clever advertising and greenwashing. But here's the thing, this damage isn't just abstract. It's real. It's happening now. It's affecting our health, our wildlife, our climate, and ultimately, it's a cost that we all bear. So, while these industries keep making their profits, our planet pays a heavy price. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the future we're giving to our children, it's all at stake. Our planet pays a heavy price for these scams, and it's a price that we all end up paying. So what can we do about it? How can we protect ourselves and our planet from these scams? Well, the first step is awareness. Be aware that scams exist everywhere, in every industry. They're not just limited to shady online deals or spam emails. They're in the products we use, the services we get, the brands we trust. Now, you might be wondering, how can I spot a scam? One tip is to stay skeptical. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Quick fixes and miracle solutions are red flags. They're the bait that scammers use to lure you in. Be wary of big promises with no real evidence to back them up. Another tip is to do your research. Look beyond the shiny ads and the persuasive sales pitches. Dig deeper. Read reviews, check facts, understand the small print. Don't just take things at face value. And finally, don't be afraid to ask questions. If a company can't or won't answer your questions, that's a warning sign. Remember, honest businesses should have nothing to hide. There are also plenty of resources out there to help you. Websites, hotlines, consumer protection agencies, use them. Arm yourself with knowledge. Remember, knowing is power. The more we know about these scams, the better equipped we are to fight back and protect ourselves and our planet. Stay alert and stay informed. Don't let them scam you.